Intuitive viewers, how's it going? Hello, how's it going? Hope everyone's doing well. I've been out of town, but I've also been sick, so that's great. Had a health issue, so yeah, so I hope everyone's doing well. Everything got backed up for me, so I feel like I'm just trying to get a little bit caught up on some of these things that people have been writing to me about, asking about. So this might not be a very long video, but I have a few things I'm going to be doing in the next few days. So you'll definitely be hearing from me more than you have in the last week. So anyway, I hope everyone's doing well. I just want to thank all of the subscribers. I try not to get locked into thinking about subscribers and who subscribed and things like that. So in that wanting to kind of not get caught up into any of that stuff, I feel like I don't always say thank you for subscribing, but I hope that you know that I'm appreciative for every every single person who comes and every single person who participates, and thank you for your comments and emails and all of those things. So I just really appreciate it. Just want you to know. Okay. So I wanted to look at Steve Bannon. And I don't know if you remember a while back, well, it wasn't very long. I think it was only a couple weeks back. I think it was on a live or something. I had said that he was going to OJ, he was going to get out of prison or, escape prison, but put himself back there. So he's definitely on that road now. But I just wanted to look at him real quick. And I wanted to look at Merrick Garland, the Kyle Rittenhouse case. So a few things. So I'm going to look at those. So Steve Bannon, let's look at him. Even though his energy is always so arrogant, kind of cold, all the things you think, that's who he is. I do feel like he does feel a little worried to me. And I do feel like he's has more than one attorney. I feel like he has a few attorneys. That's what it feels like. I do feel like he's in constant contact with Trump as well. And I think he's a little bit annoyed with him right now for some reason. I feel like there's something breaking down between them. I'm not really sure what it is. It feels financial, which is kind of weird, but that's what it feels like. But he feels a little worried to me. So that's what I'm getting from him right now. So a little worried, has really lawyered up, and is having some kind of fallout with Trump. I just heard Giuliani. So I feel like Giuliani might be indicted soon. I know he has stuff like pending or whatever, but it feels like that may be coming fairly soon. I'm going to look at Merrick Garland since we're getting into this territory. So let's look at Merrick Garland real quick. I know people have been disappointed, and I keep getting emails from people saying, what about Merrick Garland? What's going on with him? And it's hard, right? Because he is so determined to restore the integrity of, and we all just want him to act, just do something, because these people have just gotten away with too much. It's all too much. And the more this happens, the more they're going to do it. So you need to, start indicting these people. And Steve Bannon, I feel like that was a pressure cooker for him. So I feel like he kind of just went ahead and did that. And I feel like it was coming anyway, but I feel like they hurried it up. They sped it up because he was feeling a little bit of pressure. And to me, it felt like it was from the committee. It wasn't from Joe Biden. It feels like it was from the committee to hurry this up and do something. Like we want to get this going, so we need, we need action here. So he was feeling that pressure, and he did what he was supposed to do. Okay, let me see where he's going. So interesting. I feel like he's working on voting rights, actually, which is kind of interesting. I feel like he's working on that. I feel like he might file some lawsuits or something against some of these states that have done these wacky voter suppression laws. So I feel like there might be some lawsuits coming or something. That's kind of what it feels like. I also feel like someone might leave. Might be like a Trump holdover, but it feels like somebody might leave. Yeah, I'm getting chills with that. So I think somebody might be going. And I've always felt like there's going to be almost like a shock and awe with the DOJ. I almost feel like a lot of things are going to happen at once. So it's going to kind of be like, what do we focus on? Where do we go? Because it's all going to kind of be big stuff, but it feels like shock and awe. And it feels about like the spring. I feel like we're going to see things trickling out here and there now, maybe like through like December, January, to like we might see things like trickling out, but the spring feels like that bigger kind of blast of whatever. It just feels bigger. So so that's what I'm feeling with the DOJ. He's overwhelmed too. There's so much. I just feel like he's trying to make sure that every single thing is rock solid. A lot of this stuff is big. The president, or the ex-president's family, it's like there cannot be any missteps, which is annoying, right? They can do whatever they want. They can say, who cares? I'm not showing up, whatever. We have to do everything by the book perfectly. So, but he's aware of that. And I feel like he's very, but it's not like he's doing nothing or thinking we're not going to. I feel like he is working on this stuff and plans to go full steam ahead, but I just feel like there's a lot. And I feel like I said, I feel like someone's leaving, and I feel like he's working on voting rights, which is interesting. And I think he knows or understands that if we don't have that, we have no remedy, to get rid of people, to fix stuff. When these institutions kind of fail, or they let us down, that we don't have any remedy if we can't vote. So I feel like he's getting that. He understands that. And I feel like you might see some lawsuits, maybe. I don't know how soon, but it feels like that's what they're working on right now, which is interesting. So there you go. Okay, so that's him. So let me look at the Rittenhouse case real quick. I know there's been a lot of stuff with like the judge and that kind of thing. So I just want to look at it and see what's happening here. I just heard the phrase "no dice." Um, um, Feels like a letdown. So I'm feeling like maybe he gets off somehow, even though he's on film doing these things, and he showed up where he wasn't supposed to be, and a place he was. But it does feel like they're saying no dice, and it feels, when I internalize that, when I feel it, it feels like a letdown. So I'm interpreting that as I think he might get off. And I think it may spark some outrage. I actually think this judge is going to be gone. I either he is voted out on his next, but I feel like he is, his time is limited, very limited on that bench. And it's gonna, I'll just say people seem really angry if this is what's happening, because it feels like outrage. And it sparks a what I'm feeling like is a chain of events. This is a little muddied for me, and sometimes when that happens, what I'm what I'm trying to do is when I go into an energy of trying to see like what's going to be happening, I'm following the most probable, right? Or I'm following what's likely to most likely to happen. So I'm following that trail. When things get a little muddy, what that tells me is that I'm entering into, or I'm picking up different other probabilities. So as far as the aftermath, I feel like I'm picking up on other probabilities. So it seems a little muddy, but it feels like there's a chain of events that happen. It does feel like it sparks outrage, but I don't know if that means, because I am seeing like some like violence and stuff, but and to me it's more just, you know, people in the street lighting things on fire or things that are kind of more property kind of stuff, but anger. And I don't, and some of this could be symbolism, and some of this could be, maybe this could happen. So I may be picking up on that. So I'm going to say it's but it's not completely clear. So I feel like I need to let you guys know that it feels a little muddy to me, but I am picking up on those things. So hopefully that will not be the case. And hopefully if they're afraid of a verdict that people will be outraged about, they'll be ready and prepared for what the fallout may be. But these are the things I'm seeing. So I just need to let you guys know. It doesn't seem like people are killed. It just feels like upset, outrage, and that it may end in like some, you know, protests and kind of the things that that we've seen before, and seem to be seeing more as people are getting more and more frustrated with the system. And this is how things change, right? Even when things are outrageous and upsetting, when they keep happening, they can't go on, they can go on so long, and then people have had enough, right? And these things they need to play out, because we're in this unearthing phase. We're still kind of in that. We're in the facing it phase, and then in the fixing it phase, right? So we're starting to bleed into that second phase of, oh my gosh, there's all this stuff, and this cannot go on, and this cannot be, we cannot continue. We're in that phase. So there's going to be a lot of outrage and a lot of, you know, over all this stuff. And I see it in my emails. I see it in my emails. It's like, why is this happening? But it is kind of, we're phasing out of everything coming out and us knowing about everything. And then it's kind of the facing it, and what do we do about it? And we can't let this go on, right? So that's where we are. So that's what I'm getting on the Rittenhouse case. That's not great. And I don't know how I'm thinking, how could he possibly be let off? But that is what I have to give you what I get, and that's what I'm getting. And I hope that I'm misreading this, or I'm misinterpreting it. But when I hear no dice, and I feel that feeling of just like, it tells me that could be the case, or that it's just it's too little. Like he doesn't get what we think he deserves. But that is what I'm getting. So I did let you guys know that. I do want to let you know that I feel like somebody is working on, I think it might be Letitia James, but I feel like somebody's working on a Trump indictment right now. And this may come pretty soon, but I feel like they're working on it. And again, I feel like it's kind of like every single thing has to be letter perfect. Every single thing. And there can be no missteps. No, we have to know exactly where we're going with this. So it just feels like there is so much involved, and it would be historic, right? It's scary to do. Indict a president. That's so scary. But it feels like I have just felt in the last week or so, it's coming. It's like I can feel it like creeping along, but it's coming. And I feel it might be Letitia James. I know there's other people that would love to indict him, but I think she may get the honor. It just feels like her energy. So I think she may be the first one to indict him. And I'll leave that on a cliffhanger because I'm going to be doing my 2022. I'm working on it right now, my 2022 predictions. And that is part of it, is part of it's the Trump thing. So we shall see. All right. So let's, stand in faith, keep a good attitude, hope, and, keep up the prayers, the manifesting, we're in charge, right? We can change these things. We really, really can. We have to work together, keep our own energy up and feisty, and and we need to keep going. We can do this, you guys. We've done a lot already, and I know that things are not moving that quickly. I know people seem like they're sitting on their hands. I know that we're panicking because we need voting rights, so we need these things. I feel it. I'm human, so I feel that. But on my spiritual side, it's like, take a deep breath, calm down, have patience, have faith, and keep your own energy up and in check. Okay, that's what I got. All right, so I will talk to you guys soon. I'll be doing my 2022 predictions, and I will have a very exciting, I hope it's exciting, announcement for you guys. And yeah, thank you for everything. I will talk to you guys soon. All right, have a good weekend.